Alrighty, here we go with episode 324. And this one has no cold open. So we're going to be starting with the very last frame of the theme song, which is his eyeball. It's, they do the main theme song, then they do the reprise where, they do just like 2-3 seconds of footage with the song again, and then that's it, right? So we're starting there, and we are going on one. 3, 2, 1. I suppose. Yeah. Your promises mean nothing, old man. I like how this man can just casually fly. Probably his ability to fly is combined with his ability to make things less. He makes his gravity, his weight less, so he can just kind of float, with a little bit of force. That would have been my moment of realization. It's interesting, if they're going to do this, why not just do this as a cold open? If they're going to just replay the footage, right? That was probably the original intention. For some reason, they didn't do that, though. Here we go. It could be you need a certain amount of time before you can do a commercial break in the middle of the episode. They were a little short. I don't know. I'm sure there's some production reason for it. Head-to-head combat. It's all headbutts from here on out. Yeah. Nice catch. Yeah. What a dick. Yeah, what about it? Well, shit. He's got so many damn minions, man. He'd be a problem. Toby would be a problem by himself. These minions are just an unnecessary complication. Shit. What the hell? Boy, that's a powerful jutsu. Jesus. That's on the level of, that trap we saw at the beginning of this series. The people guarding the cave. I wonder if he's the person who set up that trap. Yeah. It's a flashback jutsu. I don't remember this. Was this filler? When the hell was this? I don't remember a dude who blew bubbles. This has to be filler. Yeah, he's killing those clones, man. Who the hell are you people? This I think this is one of those episodes listed as mixed canon, mixed filler. That's why it's referencing filler. Gotcha. Okay. I told you it was confusing when it would be there's 3 lists. One list is mixed canon filler. That's this episode. The next one too is also mixed canon filler. Quick question: who the hell are you people? Yeah. What if you never? What if you die and never come back? You must have got wrecked. She's still sitting there, like that dog in Futurama. Huh. They didn't answer my Patronus. Oh. Somebody said that there was a good... Somebody was telling me there was a good filler that was about the Six Tails. And it ties into something. I thought they were saying it tied into something in the past. I guess I bet it was tied into this episode. Gotcha. Right. I remember somebody telling me about that. That it was a good filler to watch, as filler goes, right? Like I said, who has the time, I've accidentally stumbled into a couple filler episodes, but unfortunately this wasn't one of them. I'm gonna bubble your ass. Oh shit. Yeah. I'm gonna use all six tails to spank you. That dude's so creepy. Each one has a job on this team, you know what? He's the one that raises a house of doom. She summons the shit. They were such a good team, you know? That's why they were so hard to beat. Everybody has a role. Yo, his beast shape looks vaguely feminine. Oh, shit. Yeah, you got wrecked, man. Dude. This was flawless execution, man. Well, okay. Not so flawless. I was going to say, shit. Okay, there's a little bit of a cost here. Shit, I thought this was going to be 1, 2, 3, right? 23 skidoo. Yeah, they're taking the bodies away. Yeah. So did I. That's why I was so surprised it was so easy, right? Did a force push on his ass. That's right. Get wrecked. Yep. Those little spikes, they drain chakra, right? So like that's how one way you can subdue his ass. All out war. Disgusting. Did he really have to chew us up, boss? He should have sent a raven to her, man. She's gonna be waiting there the rest of her life. Okay, he did send a raven. Gotcha. Get out. Time to bug out. Pack your shit and go. Come on, Bubble. What you doing? You know this ain't good. I like the music here. This is a little cumbersome cramming this into the beginning of a battle. Kind of the momentum just comes to a grinding halt after you've had a great run of episodes. But I assume they're going somewhere with all this. Like Naruto can reach him and make him break the programming or something, you know? Wait a minute. Are they suggesting there's some kind of like deeper relationship? Like you can't have a master apprentice where there's anything going on romantically. That doesn't work. It's not a good dynamic. I don't know. That seemed kind of sexy the way she said master. Maybe I'm reading into it. But you can't do that, man. You better, man, that better have been a message to her, man. How long are you gonna wait? Dumbass. Well, can't be tired if you're dead. So then you stopped living. That's the first motivation I've heard that makes any sense. Yeah, because your dumbass decision. Hmm. Have we seen her in any other context? Because he sounds like he's met her, you know? Maybe he met her in the filler, I don't know. Well, you bet that bubble better have been a message to her to take off. I guess she got the message. I can't understand what she's saying. I heard Naruto's name, that's it. I'm a dumbass. What the hell? She stabbed him in the back? Is that what happened? Did she turn him in? She likes it when you say master. She means a broader context. Okay, I get it. She means like maybe she didn't help him or something. You know how they be taking blame for shit that ain't their fault in anime, right? I didn't save the entire human race because I failed one time. I lost one fight ever. Now I'm thinking she's stabbing back again. What's up? What's happening? Oh shit. Well, he's already dead, so I guess it don't matter, right? Nice bubble metaphor. Kind of kinky. Yeah, through your own idiotic choices. You can't say your life was taken from you when you're like, I'm tired of running, so I'm going to go confront him, whatever happens, you know? How dare you? So she's still alive then. But shut up. Now I'm gonna kill you. This would have made sense that like we spent 15 minutes on this if you could change his mind and he can free himself. But it doesn't look like that's what's gonna happen. So why are you like? What was with the time investment there? It's raining sparkles. Have you ever noticed how many people have mouth-based powers? Let me vomit out a snake or lava or sparkles. Damn. Cut your nails. Yeah. The dude on the right has a ridiculous outfit. Your hat's impractical. Yeah. It's a problem. And I do mean disgusting. Hey, there comes a day when we all perish. It's just about staying out of this dude's grasp, man. Right. Yeah. Built Ford tough. Clever. So you're saying... Did you just say both? Oh, I see why. I just got what he just realized what happened. You little shit. Yep. Thank you, camera, for finally panning over. Asshole. Cameraman be cheating us out of information, man. Did you just say both? How's that taste in your mouth? Shut up, man. We got this. I always have. You're still hiding a secret, bitch. Just don't call me late for dinner. He just said names don't matter. Okay, Arya. But you have the same voice, though, man. That's what's messing with me. Why don't you just go get an island and you chill by yourself? There won't be any despair, man. Yeah, you're some great paragon of peace. I've already said I don't matter. Yeah, I like it. I pet him sometimes at night when nobody's around. He's a good pet. Anytime an anime character does this, it's on, man. You're about to get your ass kicked. He is talking cash shit. Great. He's got a squad, man. He has squatted the hell up. Ten tails. Did you say both? That's such a great moment. It took me a minute. I was like, wait a minute. He didn't know. We kind of knew he didn't know, right? Because, like, Kabuto's a treasonous weasel. He's got his own, he's running his own game, right? Like, we knew this. So, but still, like, when he said that, like, it took me a minute to understand the implications. It kind of pissed, I think Toby's hiding this, man. It kind of pissed him off. You know, the biggest thing, the only reason I called him Toby the whole time, I love that I did that because that's really what we're back to that, right? I couldn't pronounce the other name, man. I couldn't remember it, and if I could remember it, I couldn't pronounce it. Toby is easy to remember and pronounce. That's the only reason, man. So, I just kind of, lucked into this one that turns out to be his final form name until we find out who the hell he is. Future Sasuke. I'd do something like betting odds or some shit. I think I'll do that. Alright, here we go. Just going to do some really quickly constructed betting odds here. Naruto's dead. I'm going to put this at 1,000 to 1. I just don't think it's very likely. It involves time travel. I don't know, man. I don't see it happening. So, let's see. His mom. Even worse odds because it's a masculine voice. I mean, voices can be altered, obviously. But I don't think so. Okay. Now, for these next people, for time traveling, I'm just going to say TT because I don't want to be writing a bunch of shit out. So, time traveling, evil Naruto. Probably not. Probably not. Time traveling Sasuke. I think a little more likely. By the way, we haven't heard jack shit from him lately, man. Like nothing. Not a damn thing. Which I find kind of interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, we've never heard from time traveling Sasuke, but you know what I mean. Who else? Who are the other suspects? Okay, I'm going to say random Naruto ancestor. Somebody that maybe was mentioned, but just some like a great-grandfather, grandfather, great-great-great-grandfather, something like that. A random ancestor, I think, is actually pretty possible. I'm not giving great odds, but I think it makes more sense. You don't have to ask people to believe in time travel at that point. Or that somebody we know is good turns evil, right? So, that I can believe. How about a random Sasuke ancestor? I'm going to give it the same odds. Probably put time traveling Sasuke dad. I'm going to put this probably not, right? Okay. I don't feel good about any of these suspects so far. Who else could it be? Alright, some of these are like broad categories, like, in real life, like the more broad the bet, like say you're at the roulette wheel, the more broad the bet, the less money you make. That's where the odds come in. So I'm not really doing that. Because, like, for instance, like, say you bet black or red in the roulette wheel. That's 50. Basically, it's 49.5% chance, something like that. Because there's also everybody loses. There's one thing you can land on where everybody loses. So it's 49.5% chance. So your odds aren't very good. Maybe you win twice as much money as you bet or something. I don't know, but you don't make very much money. But if you bet a single number and you win that number, you make a lot of money because it's harder to do, right? That's not what we're doing here. I'm just saying how likely or unlikely I think it is. The higher the number on the left, the more unlikely I think it is. So when I say something like a broad category like this, random Sasuke ancestor, that covers a lot of people. There's a lot of chances to win there. So you wouldn't actually make $500 if you bet $1. But I'm just saying this to, Not that anybody's betting on this shit. The show's been over for years. But you know what I mean. Like, put it in perspective. I'm just talking about like how unlikely I think it is. So, this category will be some old person who's been mentioned on the show. And I don't know. I don't remember all the people that have been mentioned, but they've mentioned in the past, right? They've said this Hokage and that Hokage, and some of them brought back as like zombies and shit. So it could be somebody they've mentioned before, and like people who've watched the show 5 times be like, "Wait a minute, yeah, I understood that reference." It's probably going to be something like that. I think it would be lame, but you know, it would support rewatching. And then when at some point when you're rewatching, and then in episode 35 when they mention the name, the one of 2 times they mentioned it before the reveal, you can get really excited. Oh yeah, that's who they're talking about. But other than that, I don't know that this would mean very much, and who cares, right? Like that's what I keep struggling with all these names. Who cares? If it's Naruto's dad or mom, yes, we care. If it's a time traveling version of them, we care less, but we would still care. Random ancestor, who gives a flying rat's ass? So, you know, like, that's the thing. It has to be relevant to plot. What is the point of the plot twist? It has to be relevant. Now, maybe the only relevance to the story is this was something Kabuto was using against him, but then why does he care if anybody knows who he really is or who he's pretending to be? Maybe he's using a name to scare people back in the day when he created the organization. Now he's deep into it, and he'd be embarrassed if it comes out that's not really him. But that's not a great character motivation. That's not very interesting. So I don't know, right? Like, I mean, none of this is adding up to me. Like, the relevance of the story just isn't adding up. Okay, can I think of any other suspects? Kind of feel like there's going to be somebody we know. Is there anybody else? Any person I mentioned, maybe somebody we think is dead. We've been thinking since early on is dead. I can't. All right, well, I'm going to go with what my guess is, which again doesn't really impact the story very much, other than maybe what it says that Naruto can do in the future. And that would be clone. I think it's Madagata, so I'm just going to say MG. I have no idea how to spell Madagata or whatever the hell his name is. Madagata clone. Like, it's just a clone, right? It's him, but he's a clone. That, I think, is super likely. I'm going to put that at 10 to 1 odds. I think there's a really good chance that's what this is, but I still don't see how it impacts the story. This is where I'm at. If we get new information and we get some other suspect, I'll put them on here, but right now, these are my betting odds. And I've made my pick. But I'll be curious, once they do the full reveal, come back here, once I've reached that point in the story. Come back here and comment what you thought at this point in the story. What do you remember? Like, yeah, some people, it's been 20 years since I watched this. Maybe not 20, considering where we are in the story. Like, this, we're only probably about 10 years away from... This is only 10 years old, this part of the story. Whatever. Tell me if what you thought was happening, who you thought it was, because I'd be curious about that.